And hello everyone, my name is Ilya Temenikov and welcome back to Too Many Creases. Today, I'll be teaching you how to fold this new model I recently designed. It's called Hex Dome because of this small dome structure in the middle. This is a complex origami tessellation, and it looks like this on the other side. And here's a quick overview of how it looks. And now, with that out of the way, get ready to crease. Too many creases. Let's go. So, we will start by making this small figure in the middle of the paper. Let me just take the small pen I have here. Find the center point, then go two grid spaces up from it, and then you can draw out this hexagon shape with a side of 2 originating on this point that is 2 from the center. Just imagine this is a hexagon. I'm not very good at drawing lines. Anyway, now we make a rabbiteer. Remembering that cartoon. Over here, on the intersection of these 2 points, and also making a crease going through here, fold these 2 down and this part to the side for now. Crease it all the way out, turn, and do the exact same thing here. From the edge, you can go up to this intersection point and fold down and here. Repeat that on every side. And essentially, if you haven't done this, you can just pause the video and do it and then continue the video, because thankfully YouTube allows us to do that. And if you're here because you're done, well, let's continue. Take any one of these pleats over here, it doesn't really matter where they're facing, just take them, pick them up like this, and fold it up, making these folds over here. This being a mountain, these 2 being valley folds. Oh no, Solos is doing something. Okay, do so on every other side. I'm gonna show you how to do this once again. Make this mountain fold, these valley folds, go up and make this sink thing. I'm just gonna fast forward again, pause the video, do this on all the 6 sides, and then continue. Okay then, now we can do some rough shaping. And you want to, from this point over here, you want to fold and count 1, 2 grid spaces and mark this point over here. Now, you want to go 1 grid space out and up. Now from here to the sides, and then make another intersection and go these ways. You see? So that means open up, make this mountain fold here and this mountain fold here. This may take a bit of time, especially for people who are doing this for the first time in their lives. And this actually came out quite cool, I'm not going to lie. But just take your time, as everything, because origami, as it is, it always takes time. That's just how it is. So put in the effort, put in the time, and you will make wonderful works. Well, this you have to repeat again on all 6 sides. I'll show you once more before fast forwarding the video, where you're going to have to pause and then do this yourself, or rewatch the part where I explained it. So from this point over here, this edge, point, I'm not sure what to call this, you have to count 2 grid spaces on this line, place a point there, go out 1 mountain fold, and make a 3-way intersection here going down to the very end of the paper. And then make these mountain folds, pleat this mountain fold down, and this other mountain fold down to the other side. So that makes this kind of bar. This you're gonna have to press down. So there's a 1 grid space between these 2. And here, also press it down if it's above, but for me it didn't go above for some reason. So yeah. Also, you can just poke this so it faces the same way as this is, so to make for a neater model in the end. I'll check from this side. Everything seems good. And now, time to fast forward. Please pause the video or rewind if you need some help. Okay, once you're done with that, everything else is going to be a very smooth road for you. Turn around back onto this side, which is looking chaotic as ever, I might add. And we are going to make flagstone triangle twists. Hooray! If you have never heard of this type of twist, I just feel sorry for you. Truly, this is going to be hell for you. But if you have, congratulations. So, we're going to go on counting from this point over here. Go 2 grid spaces out. This tessellation is about the power of 2. And then make this just pre-creasing. Make this mountain crease, this and mountain crease, this one over here, this one grid space up, just so you know. Don't make these 2, by the way, I'm just pointing out where they are. Finish the triangle up here, 1 grid space up, and finish the outer lines here. And then of course there's going to be these lines over here, finishing the flagstone twist. Flagstone twists can be quite annoying at times, so take your time pre-creasing it, making all of the mountain folds. Once you're done with that, you can poke these 2 mountain folds in through the middle. Fold this 1 pleat in the grid space, but don't let it go further than that. Instead, it's actually going to split into 2 other creases. These 2 will want to make themselves, and just let them pick up these two creases, poke this down, make these creases. And here, just so you know, these are like some variation of water bomb bases, if you have ever heard of those. So you can take that as a bit of reference. So here, these points are not going to lay flat, so push them in. Just press on them. Now, except for this point though. This point will, it'll be neater if you don't press this point in. Let me show you how to do this again, but this time I'll just speed through it a bit faster. From this point, 2 grid spaces up, pre-crease this mountain fold triangle, add 2 grid spaces, lines 1 grid space over the triangle, pre-crease all of those creases, make these lines originating on this point and going outwards. Pop this down. Pop this down. Make water bomb bases on the 3 sides. Push these 2 points down since they will not lie flat. Maybe fix this up if it's broke, and do not press this down. Now, since this is such a hassle to actually explain 4 more times, I am going to once again speed through this part. So please, to make these remain in a 4 remaining flagstone twists, pause the video, and I will see you on the flip side. And there you go. First, I quickly check if this petal dome medallion shape is well-rounded, well-made. If it isn't really, but you think it'll take a bit of time to make, you can just save that for after we're done with the whole thing and then do final shaping. But over here right now, this is a slightly irregular shape. Of course, the transition here is quite smooth, but these openings are a bit too irregular. To fix that, at the cost of this smooth transition, you can choose not to do this, by the way, this is completely optional. Between this point and this point over here, you can make a crease connecting these 2 points, which will close up this part over here. So do this on every single side, or if you want to do it on none of them, it's completely optional, your choice. But still, I really prefer to fold this. And now it also looks kind of cool. No smooth transitions, but it looks a bit neat, in a more neater. I don't know how to use English. Anyway, we are nearly done with this. Now it's only the edge part. I threw this tessellation, but as you can see here, there are these fancy connector parts where if you make 2 of these, just side to side, place these 2 edges together of the different tessellations, and it will be extended, because this tessellation is actually exactly 32 grid spaces in length. Well, yeah. That's why it can connect so cleanly. So to do this, see this point here? You have to open it up. I've already done this on another side for some reason. And here, these 2 creases will, of course, naturally extend. You want to take this part here and fold here. Then make these other 2 lines is going to be 3 grid spaces and 3 grid spaces, 3 grid spaces. And then pop these 2 in so that it's 1 grid space here, 1 grid space here. And fold it down. Here, this triangle is already going to try to make itself, and let it. You're going to extend this crease over through here, pleat here, and over here, and this part over here is also going to be the side of another flagstone triangle twist, but it's going to be 1/3 made, not like completely, because we're already at the very edge of our paper, and there's not enough space for a complete flagstone twist, thankfully. Anyway, after you're done with this, you can press it down. On this side, it also looks kind of neat. And I am a bit over the screen. I'm not sure if you saw... Sorry, my camera glitched a bit. I'm not sure if you saw this whole thing, so I'll just show it to you 2 more times. I'm going to open this part up. These pieces will want to naturally extend, so let them. Then stop them here. Just 1 triangle over this point. Make this crease, but stop it at 3 edge spaces, including the center. Extend it here. Push these 2 lines down just to 1 crease, a grid line behind the origin. Then press upwards and downwards at the same time. This triangle is going to want to form, so let it by extending this crease, pleating this up, and then it's going to be an intersection of this pleat and this pleat. That is all right. That is going to be our basis upon folding our flagstone triangle twist. Do the same over here. Sometimes you're going to have to force it a little, but that's okay. I did not mean for it to sound like that. And now, third side. Open this up. Fold over here. continue over here and here. Make this pleat intersection. No. Pleated over pleat. Oh, try saying that 5 times fast. And now I'll just speed through these remaining 3. So pause the video, complete them, and then return. Okay, I'm also done with this. So if you want to turn over, open this, and here is a small life hack for making triangle twists when you already have these 2 lines. Well, not exactly making it, but finding the position of it. As long as the 2 mountain folds, as you can see here, are 2 grid spaces apart, on this point you can fold through 2 grid spaces, and this will be the edge of this part down here between these 2 mountain folds, also 2 grid spaces, and 1 grid space below this is going to be our water bomb base mountain folds, and then you have to collapse and fold down on these, and you're done with this side. Now do this on this side. As I've told you, find the intersection, fold on it, go 1 down, fold. And then complete this water bomb base, and now do this on every single side. I will speed through this. I'll see you at the end of this tutorial. And now that you're done with this, the tutorial is over. This small tessellation is actually like a connector piece / prototype for a different tessellation I recently designed, which is actually so large I had to connect 2 pieces of paper to actually be able to fold it. And it's actually quite grandiose if you look at it. It of course has a little hex dome here, slightly modified, as you can see with these, and no fancy parts, sadly. And then there's also this reverse dome part. I can call this double dome or something. I haven't came up with a name for this yet. Actually, if you have any recommendations or ideas, you can comment them down below. But with that out of the way, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please look forward for the tutorial for this as a 100 subscriber special along with some other tutorials, and I will see you all in the next video. Adios.